Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I'm Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot coming to you with another reading. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click like, turn on post notifications, drop a comment if you're vibing with the goddess. Today we are going to get some information to find out why your person may have made that decision that they made. Why did they cheat? Why did they cheat, and how can you move forward from this? I know we're going to have to touch on this subject a few times because Gemini is very stubborn. When Gemini opens up to a person, because you know, Gemini, you keep your walls up. Some of us keep our walls up. And when we finally do let it down for a person and we give them our all and it's not reciprocated, it really breaks you down as an individual. It makes you question your existence. It makes you question humanity and the greater good. Like, are there any good people left in the world? And there actually are. There's things within you, Gemini, that you have to address so that you can move forward and attract the people in your life that deserve your energy, and vice versa. You deserve all that's good in the world, but you can't allow your experiences to make you bitter. So these readings, I hope, will plant seeds of love and encouragement within you, Gemini, so that you can move forward in a healthy way. All right, Spirit, please provide me with the guided message for Gemini. So the first card that comes out is the Ten of Pentacles, then the Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. And what's the solution here? Is the King of Cups. All right, Gemini. So let's see. What's the overall energy? Is the Six of Cups. So I feel like, Gemini, the person that comes to mind here is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. May have betrayed your trust, or you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placements in your chart. I feel as though off rip, this person is a go-getter that you've been kicking it with for a minute. This person is very family oriented, hence the Ten of Pentacles. Everything they do is for family. Everything that they strive for is for the betterment of their family. They are very in tune with taking care of home. So I feel like, Gemini, this is what attracted you to this person, and this is why you decided that, you know, after all is said and done, you wanted to build with this person, because they made you feel comfortable with the idea that they presented. Not even the idea, but with their actions and how they treat the people in their life. It was something that made you feel safe. And you're going to hear people in my background as normal. I always explain it, even though y'all know, if you are a returning viewer of my channel, you know it's always somebody in my background coming through these thin ass walls, because ain't nobody in my house but these spirit guides. So, and good energy. So yeah, this person is family oriented, and every time that they go missing from you, it's because of money. They're always getting missing to get money. They're, you know, moving around for money. Everything that they do, it's on the strength of building, I hear, generational wealth. They don't want their children, you know, if there's children involved. Look, my ring just broke. It's a commercial break. And throw that shit in the trash. But everything that they do is for money and growing generational wealth. And I feel like this person has succeeded at doing just that. They're constantly on the grind. But their life has become about that, mainly about that. And I feel like it has gotten to them in a sense of their ego and how they might handle situations, or even you or people sometimes. They handle their family very carefully. but they sometimes get egotistic and big-headed about it. Can I get clarification, some more clarification on the situation? So with the Hangman in connection with the Ten of Pentacles, I see that they have a hard time knowing when to take healthy breaks, or they never want to come off as being lazy. They don't want people or you to ever feel as if you have to want for anything. So they're always doing whatever they can to make ends meet, even when things are going well. With the Ten of Pentacles, things are going great, or they're trying to make sure and maintain things going great. And I think that was a blessing and a curse in your relationship, because this is what attracted you to this person. Not, for some of you, it could have been the money that put the dollar signs in your eyes. And that's what was like, yo, this person motivates the fuck out of me. But it was a lot of their actions and how they look when they do their job. It was just sexy to you. Like, yo, I mean, I want to boss up with you. I want this to be, you know, us, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, you know. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. Like, y'all was really kicking it like that. But this person stepped out, Gemini, and I feel like a big part of why they stepped out is because they had like this sense of entitlement. I feel this energy of someone who feels as though what you don't know won't hurt you. They feel like just because they take care of everything, they don't have any boundaries when it comes to how they show their worth. They are materialistic in a sense, and that was the difference between you and that person, maybe Gemini, or maybe you saw eye to eye on the materialistic side, but they were more of the worldly person than you were. And that's why the problem in connection with that is the heartbreak, because they were showing this side of them to different people. It was like they work hard for what they have, and they just wanted people to know, like, I work hard. Maybe this person could have been someone who didn't have a lot growing up or in the past, and they feel like they owe it to themselves to keep going hard and showing people like, I'm not a deadbeat dad, or I'm not a bum. You know, I work for what I got. I don't ask too much of anybody for anything. And if I do, I pay it back with interest. So their name is good in the streets, in business, but in relationships, they're all over the place. But they decided that they wanted to commit to you because you were someone that gave them hope when there was none. You were someone that was their backbone. Why is the Three of Swords here for Gemini? So the Hierophant. So I feel like this person may have even proposed to you. You may have been engaged, Gemini. I feel like they felt obligated to do this, to get you this big ass expensive ring, one of which they probably want back right now. Because you may have walked away from the situation, or you're still in the situation and you tossed the ring in the pool and they got it out the pool, and they like, well, since you don't want my ring, I'm keeping that shit. You want to throw this damn $50,000 ring in the pool? You want to throw this $22,358.33 ring in the pool? I'm gonna just go ahead and put it back in the safe or give it to somebody else, of which they do have somebody else that they can possibly give it to. I feel like, Gemini, if you were in a if you were a sister wife, if you were in a sister wife situation, you were like the first. You were like sister wife number one. You were like this person's favorite. But the problem is that you created this energy field for this person that felt safe for them, as they did for you in the beginning and throughout the course of this relationship, before you got blindsided with them not being honest. And when you started growing more to realize what your worth was, some of you was still trying to figure out your worth, because I feel like this person brought you down to their level on earth. In this earthly realm, this person is bank, big bank. They take little bank every single time. but spiritually they are lacking, and that's where you come in. They lack that spiritual intelligence, and you showing this to them gave them life. But what happens is that when a person is not ready to open up in that way, they try to change for you and end up resenting you for it. And I feel like, that they were wanting you to be patient with them as they tried to figure things out, but they weren't being as honest as they can. And look, the Eight of Cups, so it just put you in a position to walk away, to try to figure out why you are not being considered as this person's king or this person's queen, like this person's person ultimately. And the truth is, this person has issues that are deeper than what you can fix. This person needs shadow work. This person needs to talk to the child within them that felt neglected, which is why they seek approval from people around them. And they stepped out on you, Gemini, because they wanted more love. I feel like you were giving them love, Gemini, but you were also loving them with a broken heart. It's just a tit for tat game that this turned into a game of the heart because you were hurt. They're hurting you by neglecting you because you can't love them deeply because they don't know how to show you how to love them. You love them the way that you like to be loved, and they loved you the way how they like to be loved. And although you're exchanging love, the heartbreak is still here because you can't touch the part of them that they're not showing. You can't address the part of them that they act like is not even there. And you sense this, Gemini, because you're an empath, right? So you sense the missing pieces, but this person doesn't want to even accept that they might be broken, or they might have things that needs to be addressed because they don't want to appear less than perfect to anyone, which is why when things go left between you and this person, they go right and they find something that doesn't have any issues. But what's happening is this person still loves you and cares about you. They just don't know how to make it work with you. And the easiest thing for them to do is to find solace in situations that don't have any attachments, just temporary fixes. So Gemini, you can't fix this person. And if you try to fix this person, this is what your possible outcome is. True indeed, you can go through the trenches. That is your choice to make. Your spirit guides is not going to make that choice for you. This is your life to live. But you cannot expect peace and tranquility when you can't get the truth out of your person, when you're trying to understand them. And they give you bits and pieces of their truth, but it comes at a cost. It's as if they blame you for not asking enough. They're putting the responsibility on you to find out what you want to know to love them more. So it's tough because it's a mind game that they don't even realize they're playing. But Gemini, you realize you're in the middle of this because you can see it. With this King of Cups energy, I feel like your person is one that they balance their emotions based on how well they're doing. So their circumstances decides how they feel. So if things aren't feeling right for them, they look for solutions in other things. So I feel like when they step out, there's nothing deep about it. I feel like they create they create these whimsical fairy tale beginnings over and over again with different people in hopes that they can fill themselves with what the money isn't doing. Because they have everything that they want, they're taking care of everybody. This makes them feel good, but at the end of the day, they still feel like something is missing. And even though they have you, they still step out and do what they want because they feel as though you're not going to go anywhere. You don't understand them. You're not understanding each other right now. And they feel like you are going to somehow figure it out and create the answer and give them the answer to relieve them of this energy. But you're going to be the one taking on this 10 of Wands energy because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions right now. They say they are, but they're not. I feel like they want to change so bad, but they are having a hard time reading their own intuition. They are so caught up in what this world has to offer that money is their intuition. So when you're dealing with a person like this, you have to see, okay, you have to either communicate with them on their level, or they have to lose everything completely before they realize the importance of true unrequited love. They have to lose everything. So Gemini, for the new insights, is the 7 of Pentacles. So you are now looking at all the great things that this relationship had to offer. And this relationship really helped you to grow as an individual because I think it taught you a new level of patience. Can I get clarification on the 7 of Pentacles? It taught you a new level of patience when you look back and you saw all of the work that you put in and how you willingly gave your heart to this situation and how this person willingly gave theirs, but they gave a piece of it because they thought they were giving themselves whole. This person doesn't know what it feels like to be whole, which is why you only got a piece of them. So in actuality, in their mind, they didn't really do anything wrong. I feel like this person showed you so much about yourself that you're grateful for it. And you're bitter. It's bittersweet. Some of you are bitter, but it's bittersweet for some of you because now you're seeing the value in them for who they are and not who you want them to be. So now you have to give your energy to something else. You have to pick up your pieces, Gemini, and give your energy to something else as this person figures this out. I feel like, though, I don't see you leaving this person alone right now. I feel like you're going to really fight for this. With the Hierophant, I feel like you are going to fight for this because I heard some of you are saying, I can see their heart and I can see that they want to do better. I see that some of you are riding on potential, and that's why your possible outcome is the 10 of Wands. It's like you have everything on your plate. Energetically, you're holding this thing up, and they expect you to do it too with the Hierophant. They expect you to show them the way, Gemini, like you're the North Star, like you're their north. I feel like they go out and they do all these things, but they come back to you because you center them, even though they still feel like something is missing, and something is missing. It's because they're not addressing the abandonment issues that they had as a child. Spirit, do you have any more messages for Gemini and this person? And Gemini, if you're not careful, this person is going to put you in a situation where you may end up taking care of things that you are not necessarily trying to take care of with the Empress. I feel like they're putting you in a position where you have to accept things as they are because they handle everything. And Gemini, I see that you love this person so much that you just don't want to let go of the circumstance because it's so rewarding in other ways. It's so rewarding for you in other ways. But now look, the star is in reverse. It's like you're losing your momentum in this, but because you're getting so much out of it, as far as you might be getting trips out of this, you're getting nice dinner restaurants, exotic locations, and you want to move on from this. You think about this all the time. This is an energy of someone who is always thinking about leaving, but you consistently stay. Why is Gemini so tied to this person? Why is Gemini not leaving? The Devil card. It's because you are trauma bonded to this person. It's a trauma bond, Gemini. You both see each other's soul, the dark sides of each other's soul. I wouldn't be surprised if you're this person's damn, you know, those dominatrix situations where you have this person like on some other shit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person has you on some other shit. They have you doing things that you wouldn't want the world to know. So you're stuck with them is what you feel like. Oh, Gemini. Spirit, what are your closing messages for Gemini so we can close this reading out? What are your closing messages for Gemini so we can close this reading out? What are your closing messages for Gemini so we can close this reading out? Oh, Gemini. So the Four of Wands. Spirit wants you to have a better life. But Gemini, if you don't want better for yourself, like genuinely want better for yourself, you're going to constantly be stuck in this. I see 2 more days. So something happening in 2 more days. Maybe someone has a lease that's about to be up in 2 days, or you gave them an 2 weeks. The number 2 is important. Someone's birthday is coming up on February 2nd, maybe. And something's happening on February 2nd. Or you seeing the numbers 222. Google angel number 222, Gemini, and read that message. Or a little child turned 2. Or someone, you find out someone is 2 months pregnant. This person got someone pregnant a couple months ago. This is really toxic. The Devil card is at the center of this reading. And you are trying to hold it together, Gemini. This person stepped out on you because they felt like, because they do so much that they can do that. And they feel like you're not going to go anywhere anyway. And if you keep allowing this, they're not going to change. You got to give them something that you have. If they don't feel like they're going to lose you, they're not going to do anything different. Because while you over here admiring everything that they're doing for you, they're giving their cup to someone else. And as much as they care about you, the type of love that they have is toxic because they don't know how to do any better. Gemini, if you really want better for yourself, you have to think better of yourself. You have to think better of yourself. You want this person to marry you, but do you really want to marry into all of this? I see you looking into the future and trying to create a family with this person in your mind. Despite you considering leaving every single day, you're equally thinking about marriage and what life would be like with this person and creating false realities that's not there right now. Gemini, I would highly recommend that you reach out to someone. Like, there's a King of Cups energy in your life right now, Gemini. Someone who is logical, someone who can help you to sort through your emotions. I know you have a best friend that's in your ear, like, girl, or like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, what's up? Like, this is crazy. But this is fun for you. It's you're heartbroken, but it's like you are accepting defeat. But that's why they stepped out, Gemini. You wanted to know. There you have it. So I hope this reading resonated for someone. Go ahead and subscribe, y'all. Click the notification bell, and I'll talk to y'all soon. All the best, Gemini. Love and light. Tribe.